So being black in America is one thing, but being black in the inner cities of America is very, very specific. And I don't know if movies even tell the stories. I remember standing in a Chinese restaurant. You know, we would go to the Chinese restaurant because there's always a Chinese restaurant in the hood. And standing in there, the store is literally probably 5 by 5. Like it's super tiny and it's just bulletproof glass all around. And you just go in there and you're standing next to whoever's in there and you put your money in, get your food out. And I'm standing there, I'm a kid, got my mom's money in my hand. And you know, you gotta squeeze it tight to make sure nobody takes it from you. And I'm there and I ordered the food, Mugu Gai Pan and Happy Joy meal. And I'm standing there and then I hear the guy behind me who's holding a baby, he starts to argue with somebody. And I'm like, why is this man with the baby arguing? And I turn around and there is no baby. It's just a blanket with a Tech 9. So that's his baby. And the moment I saw that is the moment that you don't want to see anything. Because if you see anything, you could be in trouble yourself. So I look down and I mind my business, but I'm literally in the closet of this space. And the man that he's screaming at, that he's arguing with is scared and he's begging for his life. And now under my breath, I'm begging for my life. I'm terrified because what's gonna happen in this place? Am I gonna get out of here? And the man, you know, they argue and then the man finally, I think he hit him a couple times and then he left. And so now I'm there shaking, trembling, keeping my head down because I can't see anything. I don't want to be a witness to anything. And I have to, the Chinese person just looks through the thing and says, "You pay now?" That was just a regular day being growing up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? You deal with that day in and day out. It could have a toll on people, you know? And if you ever seen a dog with PTSD, you know, a dog that's been abused or been in a kennel for too long or or been out on the street, whatever, but just a dog that's been abused and you see him and he's always shaking and his tail is between his legs and any sound kind of makes him jitter and all of that. If that happens to a dog, what in the world happens to a young black man, a young black woman growing up in the inner cities of America who gets raped by their mother's boyfriend over and over and over again because the mom isn't gonna stop it because that would mean the boyfriend would leave and the money that was paying the bills would leave, and so we're just gonna make this work. I had a friend that was in that predicament. And yet somehow people make it out of this with a clear mind, with a clean heart, and with hope. And I sometimes think that those are the champions of this country. Because if you can escape all of that, if you can get through all of that and be strong and be determined and remember that you're young, gifted, and black, if you can make it through that, you can make it through anything.